like to call the meeting to order for the Board of Estimate and Apportionment. The first order of business is the approval of minutes from the March 9th meeting. Have a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
The second, the next piece of new business on here is the sale, authorizing the sale of 43 Schubert Street. So what you have, Lee?
So yeah, we're selling this to Sarah Walker. This is part of the side lot program, and it's being voted on tonight by City Council.
Any questions? Have a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
The second one is the offer to purchase 19 Franklin Street.
So this one hasn't gone to City Council yet. Grace Doherty circulated this to a handful of department heads, and this is also part of the side lot program.
Any questions?
Lee,
Just for clarity,
Lee, is this the residential property owner, as was noted by planning would be more appropriate?
correct.
I was just going to note for the record, there was two bids or two offers to purchase for this property, one by the commercial business next door to this empty lot, one that was by the commercial or the residential owner next to the lot. Because this lot was previously residential, the recommendation from planning, and I would join in that, was that this be sold to the residential use because it should be grass forever versus becoming more commercial space inside of a residential district.
Do we have a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
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 Next one is amending the 22 insurance fund for damage to State Street garage entry lane equipment. This was a piece of equipment that was damaged on the State Street garage. We know who the person that damaged it, going against their insurance company, and we'll be collecting that. So we're asking to increase the insurance recovery line and the equipment line in the insurance fund to pay for it.
I will make the motion.
Brian made a motion, a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Next piece of legislation is to transfer funds for a responsibility adjustment in the personnel department. Mary, you want me to talk about this?
Yes, Chuck.
Okay, this is we lost our civil service and the assistant personnel director late last year. The person down there has been covering for that individual. So this is an RL giving her a, you want to call it a responsibility adjustment until a replacement is found. Any questions? Motion,
I have a motion.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next one is to amend the 22 mayor budget to allocate ARPA funds for a community food pantry. Mary, you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, sure. This is a partnership with Broome County to fund, it's to transfer money in the 2022 budget to fund a community food pantry. Food insecurity has been heightened due to the pandemic, and some of the food pantries around have been needing for expanding. The city's providing 30,000, the county's providing 20,000 to help support commercial kitchen and storage upgrades for them. Right now, they're using household appliances, which is not fully serving their population.
Any questions on the motion?
Make a motion.
Brian made the motion, a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We have to vote on the next three things separately, but they all come together. Basically, it's the mayor's way of trying to increase the code enforcement in the city of Binghamton by hiring 2 new laborers to clean up the grass and garbage around certain neighborhoods. The second one is to hire a new code inspector, and the last one is to hire a prosecutor to prosecute the violators. Mary, you want to expand off that?
No, that's a pretty good foundation. This will bring the code enforcement office to the highest number of employees ever. And again, the core of this is the housing prosecutor position. Again, the first ever type of job to address quality of life and city code violations.
And all these funds are coming from the ARPA funds, are not necessarily taxpayer dollars. So take a motion on RL 2273.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
A motion on 2274.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And 2275.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The next one is a motion to amend the administrative position in DPW from 8 hours to 7 hours, and the difference in funds going to a contingency account. Have any questions, comments?
I'll make the motion.
Brian made a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And the last piece of legislation, I think we have to go into executive session and talk about some litigation.
Yeah, I would like to ask the board to go into executive session to discuss two pieces. One is Bing LLC claim and the other is a Glover claim. Proposed settlements of litigation or potential litigation.
Motion.
Wait,
If we go into executive session, all that will happen is when we come out of executive session, is there'll be a motion to either to proceed as authorized during executive session. So at this point, we'll probably turn off the recording, and that's how, when we come out, that's what will happen, and that'll be reflected in the minutes, which should be posted within the next week or 2 weeks to the website.
so we can turn up the,
Is there a motion? We should turn it off after the motion.
Ron made a
Yeah,
motion.
Ron made a
I made a motion.
Okay,
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
all right.